Not at all, darling.
I thought I'd find you in good hands.
Felix! Felix, how are you? Dink, meet Felix Leiter.
Hello.
Felix, say hello to Dink.
Hi, Dink.
Dink, say goodbye to Felix. Man talk.
We all know that Hollywood has had a less than stellar history when it comes to the portrayal of women, particularly in the action genre. But things are getting better, right? Now we have main characters like Mystique, Harley Quinn, Black Widow, and that's just comic book movies. The answer is yes and no. While there is an increasing number of women being portrayed as main characters in action movies, it seems that we are getting a very specific type of female character. They're sassy, they're aggressive, they're in their underwear. To quote expert Dr. Carolyn Heldman, these women appear to be empowered, they're carrying the story, they're the action hero. But when you peel back a layer or two, you discover that it's not really about their agency. Dr. Heldman calls this archetype the fighting fucktoy. She explains that this type of female character isn't truly about empowerment or being in charge or even making her own choices. Because even though she is supposedly doing things on her own terms, she very much is objectified and exists for the male viewer. So while there may be more leading ladies in Hollywood, particularly in action movies, they aren't really better representation. Not truly. They reinforce the idea that the most important thing about a woman is her physical appearance, the degree to which men are attracted to her, the degree to which men find her fuckable. Watching movies with a keen eye out for fighting fucktoys can result in a weird kind of feminist whiplash. One scene, she's kicking ass and beating up men twice her size, and the next, her butt is the focus of the entire shot. She's giving the audience bedroom eyes, or conveniently changing in front of the camera. It's almost as if the director thinks that he can't keep the audience's attention if he doesn't remind them how sexy the female character is every 15 minutes. And my use of he was on purpose. This appears to be a male-created and perpetuated problem. Not to say that men can't create non-sexualized female characters. George Miller did a fabulous job with creating and portraying Imperator Furiosa in the 2015 film Mad Max Fury Road, never once needing her to undress to keep the audience's attention between scenes of her being a badass. But unfortunately, George Miller appears to be the exception to the rule, as the sexualized portrayals of every character mentioned thus far, Mystique, Harley Quinn, especially Black Widow, have been directed by men. Enter the most talked about female action character of the last couple of years, Wonder Woman. Technically making her live-action debut in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, her 7 minutes of total screen time still allowed her to be sexualized in glittery dresses with weird necklines. Wonder Woman, or rather Diana Prince, makes her first real live-action imprint in the 2017 Wonder Woman film, directed by Patty Jenkins. The 2017 film is Diana's origin story, and she lives up to her superhero name, inspiring wonder in the audience while kicking lots and lots of ass. However, despite her rather small costume in comparison to either Batman or Superman, director Patty Jenkins manages to get through the entire movie without focusing a single shot around her boobs or butt, never has Diana strike a sexy pose for the audience, and even manages to get through 2 separate changing scenes without Diana stripping down to her underwear for the audience. Throughout the film, Diana makes choices that make sense for the situation she's in, instead of choices that make her more sexy for the male audience. She puts on a coat while walking around in London instead of parading around in her smaller armor because, hey, it's supposed to be November. She doesn't pose provocatively because, why would she? Both Wonder Woman and Furiosa are evidence that Hollywood is capable of portraying female action characters that have actual agency, not just fighting fucktoys. And the best way to ensure that Hollywood produces more of these women is to support the films that they appear in. If given the chance, Hollywood will continue to make fighting fucktoys while screaming girl power at the top of their lungs, ignoring or just completely refusing to make movies with non-sexualized women, because the guiding logic in Hollywood is that non-sexualized women just don't sell. Wonder Woman was considered a risk. Critics everywhere worried for months before its release that it just wouldn't sell because of its female lead, especially when there were no sexy shots in the trailer. But after making over $800 million at the box office, Wonder Woman was immediately slated for a sequel. Following a similar story, the financial success of Mad Max Fury Road has led to Furiosa's actress confirming that a script has now been written for a Furiosa-centered prequel. Supporting women who aren't fighting fucktoys sends Hollywood a clear message. We want agentic women, and we want them now. As other studios try to capitalize off the success of Wonder Woman or Fury Road by putting female-led movies into production, Be critical of whether or not they are the real thing. It is often easy to tell by the official trailers and promotional material used to market the movie. Are they using the idea of the character and story to sell the movie, or are they using the character's body to sell the movie? Unsure if a pose is sexualizing or not? Simple. Imagine her male counterparts striking the same pose. Feel uncomfortable? Then you're probably not looking at a genuinely empowered female character. You're looking at a fighting fucktoy.